All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Plant Based Homestead Prepper, where we make. Hello everyone. Welcome to Plant Based Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. In this video, we're going to be supporting one of our two buddies, our two partners, Grim Survival, on his very first premiere video. So excited for him. I'm so happy for him. And we're going to be here as a family to go and support him. And if this works, then we will do more of this. And if it doesn't work, we will do less of this. So cue the intro. Plant-based homestead prepper, where we make prepping fun. We make prepping fun. We make prepping fun. Welcome to homemade. Welcome to Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. That's a pretty good one right there, babe. You hear that one? Oh, now I gotta sing it again. We make prepping fun. We make prepping fun. Welcome to Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. Maybe that'll be our jingle.
All right.
Maybe that'll be our jingle. Hello, everybody. Flora from North and Flora the Sakara. I've never tried to say it now. I always just say Flora. So welcome to Knife Collector. Thank you guys for jumping off the last one and jumping on this one. So we're just going to sit around and we're going to wait. Let me go ahead and get everything prepped up for my buddies for his premiere. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Premieres in 5 minutes. It does premiere in 5 minutes. So about a minute before it premieres, we'll go into his channel. And hopefully this will work. Hopefully we won't get kicked out like we did last night. And hopefully. Okay, so check this out. He told me his premiere is only like 20 or 30 minutes. So we will watch that. Need some coffee. Oh goodness. They say you need some coffee. That's cool. And you can do like knife collecting. You can be here and you can be over there at the same time. Wink, wink, wink. Okay. See if I can put it up on my phone too. Because we're all about that life of helping each other, right? Right. So really, this live is just to support Grim. That's all this one is for. And to see if this actually is going to work. Because I know I will test things. So if it works, fine. If not, then we won't do this again. We will just keep on doing the same thing we've been doing. And my phone just went dead for some reason. I don't know. I'm on this thing like more than I used to be. And believe it or not, this is the Samsung 8. I have a Samsung 10 Plus in the other room that I have not switched over yet because I love this phone so much. You know, when you get a new phone, you got to learn a new phone, right? And I'm doing so much on mine, I don't want to learn a new phone. So eventually maybe it'll happen. Until then, I don't know. So while I'm looking at it, while I'm thinking of it, let me show you guys some of the tools I use. I've gone through so many tripods. This one is absolutely the best one that I have. Along with the one that holds the light. That one is the first one I had. I really kind of like that one because it was the first one, it was the most expensive. It's not a tripod. This one, however, this one is amazing. I can put my phone on here and it's already set up for YouTube. And I can just push a button and I can move this little doohickey around. And I can open up the legs and I can set this thing pretty much anywhere on any surface. And then just adjust it to however I need it. And bam, we're in business. We're recording. Also, and this is probably more for creators than anything. This mic right here, this little lapel mic. Awesome audio. Okay. Y'all do not let me get to 8 o'clock and don't be because because I want us to see the countdown. I feel like every time we do a premiere, I feel like it's a big thing. I really do, because they premiere movies and they premiere album drops and all that kind of stuff. These premieres are pretty exciting for me. Hopefully you guys feel the same way. All right, with this good coffee. Oh goodness, Grim's over here chatting on his channel, which he should be excited, because this is exciting. This is exciting times, especially for all of us smaller YouTube channels. And that's another thing. And really enjoy, wherever you are, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. A lot of us always catch yourself, and from here on out, watch when you say, "I can't wait until." I can't wait till such and such happen. I can't wait until blah 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 blah. Be careful saying that, because a lot of the best moments I've had in my life, I thought getting to the goal was going to be this fireworks and it was going to be outstanding and amazing, all that. But truly and honestly, it was the process in which I had to go through that was the most pleasurable, the most enjoyable. So keep that in mind, okay? Please, sir, please, ma'am. Just catching up on chat on the other channel, and we will go live. As soon as I see the clock go, we're gonna jump over there and we're gonna go live with them. Promise you. As soon as the clock starts. So we got like 2 minutes before 8, and I think right at 8 o'clock, I think the clock starts. So let's see here. Homestead Hopeful Terra, North Georgia. I really truly want you to send me a promo for your channel. You have an amazing channel already. Your style of presentation is awesome. I can never do what you do. Okay, I got to be a talking head. I have to. But the way you put those videos together, and your last video, that those 10 preps, I was with you on every one of them. And I even thought about Roman noodles a little bit different today. I was like, man, I don't prep Roman noodles, but it's not a bad cheap prep. Not bad at all. Especially, that's like in my household, that would be like a prep for somebody else. But when you're hungry, Roman would be good. So I'm gonna get some Roman now, all because of that video. And I never thought about seasoning it the way I wanted to season. Because I don't really like the little seasoning package that come with, because I know that's just so high in sodium. But I never thought about seasoning the way I wanted to season them. And that was a great video. And thank you for the shout out, because you was like, yep. And as Plant Based Homestead Prepper says, water. So guess what we're about to do? We're about to go check out Grim. I'm so excited. Here we go. Now, normally it plays some music, doesn't it? Let's see if I got the music on. There we go. Hey, JK.
Today we're going to take a walk through a couple of cornfields, drive down some roads, and look at a lot of snow. You are watching Grim Survival. Yeah, I took that from Ice Age Farmer. I really like his intro where he does, you know, this is Christian from, yeah, I like his intro, so I borrowed that little plug there. Yeah, we're definitely doing the drives down the roads today. You're going to see a lot of corn. You're going to see unharvested corn. You're going to see harvested cornfields. You're going to see me walk out of my truck in places I should not be walking. So, yeah, stick around for some interesting video. I hope you already gave this video the thumbs up. If you haven't, please do that now. And also click that subscribe button, reminding you to hit the bell icon there next to it to get notifications of my next video. And I do have quite a few planned and more coming out. And I have a surprise. I'm actually filming something on Monday, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, and it's definitely not going to be up on Monday because there's going to be some editing involved, but the video will be up or shooting for next weekend, so we'll see how that works. So we're going to do a premiere type thing with that video as well as I'm trying to do with this particular video. I hope that worked. If so, welcome to Grim Survival, all the live people who are in live chat, hopefully, if that worked. If not, then I said that for absolutely nothing, and I will have to edit that out of the video. But hopefully I won't. Anyway, without any more me yapping and rambling, let's just get to it. And yeah, stay tuned for the end where I got a couple of announcements to make. Here we are obviously taking a look at corn, and these are the frozen corn sickles I promised you. Yes, they are. Obviously, I'm driving here through a snowstorm. This video and the next few clips you will see were all recorded on November 11th, 2019. And obviously, November 11th of 2019, or November of any year, is a late harvest time because the corn should have been harvested well before now. I mean, the average this time of year is a lot higher than the actual harvest, as you can see. Now, of course, it's not all doom and gloom. You will see quite a bit of harvested fields in these videos also. But as you can see, very treacherous driving conditions, but also a lot of heavy, wet snow falling on the corn crops. You really can't see that well on camera what I can see as I'm driving past this corn, and I can really see the snow. It just sticks right to the corn itself, and you kind of see it in the videos, but not nearly as well as I can see it. But yeah, I try. Here we're looking at obviously more corn. I slowed it down so you can kind of see how hard it was snowing. I did find the soybean fields were a lot easier to film with the snow. It contrasted a lot better, made them a lot easier to see. Obviously, you are looking at a soybean field. It does have the characteristics that we learned from the soybean video of, you know, brown soybeans, which pretty much means they're no good. They're not usable for anything. And this is a trend that you will see continue. Obviously, after the snowstorm, it was a little easier to see the soybeans and see just what's going on over there. And yeah, that is just, you know, a snow-covered soybean field of soybeans that are not being harvested. Like I said, much easier to see it with the snow. Again, this is another soybean field. This one's not quite as brown, but obviously they're not getting out there to harvest it anytime soon with all the snow. Although some farmers have found the frozen ground to be a benefit, allowing the ground to harden and their equipment to actually get out there to do some harvesting. As you can see, the days before the hard freeze and the snow came, the farmers were hard at work getting what they could out of the fields. Here we are back again at the 2019 corn harvest progress map. This is a successful farming, and I will definitely post a link in the description for you, as I do usually. And we've seen this before, but yeah, this was posted on Monday. That would be Monday the 11th, and that's when this was updated. And let's take a look here at Indiana. As you can see, the U.S. this year is only at 66% harvested. That is way behind schedule. Last year at this time, Indiana was almost done, 87%, and I kind of find that number a little hard to believe personally. 5-year average of 85% by the middle of November. I really don't think these numbers are all that accurate personally. But that is my personal opinion, not a fact. If you want to do some more research on it, please let me know in the comments if you find out anything, because I definitely would like to know. Let's take a look here at Illinois real quick. Last year at this time, they were at 96%. This year, they're claiming 71% so far. 5-year average of 93%. Obviously, everyone is behind. Obviously. And here's, here we go. Let's take a look at Iowa real quick. Last year, they were 81%. This year, 64%. And I just don't think these numbers are all that accurate for last year in the 5-year average. And that's just, again, a personal opinion. Let's just take a look at an article real quick. Same website here, Successful Farming. This was on the 12th, and yeah, we'll just go over quickly what it says. U.S. corn farmers in Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota remain the furthest behind in the corn harvesting as Thanksgiving approaches. And the U.S. farmers only have the last 15% of their soybeans to cut, according to Monday's USDA crop progress report. Ads, that's what we needed. In this week's crop report, the USDA pegged the U.S. corn harvest at 66%, below a 5-year average of 85%. Well, do we really believe the USDA? I guess that is really the question I'm asking here, is do we really believe them? And here's an obvious picture of things I've been seeing. The snow just sticks to the corn, and yeah, we'll just point that out real quick. Soybeans, the amount of soybeans cut, 85%, to below the 92% 5-year average. And these numbers are again, they're the USDA, and my trust in the USDA is obviously quite limited. I'd just like to take a second to remind you to like and subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so now and give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. Of course, I could go over webpage articles and pictures and give myself shameless plugs all day long on this video, but that is not the point at all. What the point is what I've seen, and I can show you hundreds, literally hundreds of miles. I travel an average of 450 miles per day, and I can show you literal hundreds of miles of corn still standing in the middle of November. I can also show you hundreds of miles of harvested fields in the middle of November. And to anybody new to these videos, I'd just like to point out, I typically drive from the northeastern parts of Indiana and the northwestern parts of Illinois, south of Chicago. I tend to come down I-65, but I have been known to come down I-57 a few times, and I jig-jog back and forth through a lot of different farm roads in these areas. Obviously, this was taken during the snowstorm. This is a dash camera video from a new camera, and I have sped it up quite a bit. I don't remember exactly what percentage, but what you're seeing here are a lot of harvested fields, and there are quite a bit of patchy areas through here that have not been harvested. And if you could see back farther along, off the road, you would actually see a lot of standing fields here in this area too. But I just wanted to point out that we have still harvested quite a bit, and what they're saying, 66%, that could be an accurate number. I'm not going to dispute it, but it's a possibility. The question of the 66% is what was harvested. All right, guys, seriously, if I get a ticket for impeding traffic or anything like that, I'm completely blaming YouTube for it. Like 100% blaming YouTube. I'm blaming all of you for any tickets I get. I will tell an officer at that particular moment that it was your fault. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm about to do something crazy. Here we go. I had to cut out the audio right here because of traffic and things getting loud and cameras being cameras. Sorry about the blurry video. I do clear that up. There it goes. All right. This is a soybean field. The soybean field was literally harvested the day before the snow fell. And as you could see from the soybeans that were still on the little plant there, they were in fairly rough condition. They were pretty dark, and you can see some of them are actually still standing out in the middle of that field. Some of the soybeans, literally, good few patches of it. Sorry about the camera work here. I was using my phone. It was kind of like a quick thing I did. I wasn't supposed to be really stopping in the middle of the road that I stopped in. But yeah, there was a lot of, well, you just see for yourself what's all over the ground. Oddly enough, in this particular field, there were geese. A lot of geese eating something. While we are on the subject of geese in the fields, this is a harvested cornfield, and I have seen a lot of geese, deer. I've seen horses in fields. I've seen a whole flock of turkeys in a field. That was actually this morning. I seen, a whole flock of turkeys in a soybean field, and obviously they're eating the soybeans. But most notably, I've been seeing the cows in the fields. And why? Why are the cows in harvested cornfields, and what are they eating? Here we're taking a look at my poor excuse for camera work as I stumble and try to walk through frozen, overgrown grass up to this, obviously, cornfield. Here I've actually slowed down the video to about 50%, so it really increases the stabilization so you can see it a little better. There you can see some corn. Obviously there's a lot of snow on it. There's a lot of black on the top of the corn cob. Yeah. Last time I checked, the harvest report said that 70% of everything harvested was fair to good condition. So, I'm guessing the 70% of the 66% that has been harvested so far is not, looking like this. This is obviously not good looking corn. Here I'm checking for just to see if it was frozen, and it had been in the sun probably a few hours before I got there, and it wasn't completely frozen. It was very cold, but not completely frozen. The temperatures had been in the teens for, I don't know, 3 or 4 mornings in a row, the highs in the 20s. So it's been a hard freeze, and it's lasted all through the weekend up to the 14th. So about the 10th to the 14th, a hard freeze where it never rose above freezing. And obviously this is a very large cornfield, and I parked my truck on the side of the road and just, I got as close as I could. I could have walked into it probably a little farther, would have gotten a little bit of less stares from people driving down the road, seeing what I was doing. But the condition of this corn obviously is, I wouldn't say fair condition. I would say below average, at least. Probably poor condition in my opinion. Now, I am not a farmer, so don't quote me on that particular one, but it's just what I see. Here I am walking through a completely different cornfield, and I've slowed the video down a bit so that you can get a better view. Obviously the corn here is, well, this is the edge of a cornfield. It was actually in a very wet spot. The ground was fairly frozen where I was at, but it was still soft enough that you could feel yourself sinking in it. I would just like to note that both of these fields were both in the state of Illinois, northeastern Illinois, somewhere south of Chicago. Both of these fields, the two fields I'm showing here were at least 50 miles apart, 40 to 50 miles apart. The soybean field that I showed was actually probably about 70 miles from these corn fields. Corn beans, I don't think that's a thing yet. I don't know, given the time with GMOs, and it probably will be. Here you see some very poor excuses for corn. This is corn that didn't grow to its full maturity, or what was even close to what could have been its full maturity. There are a lot of places like this that I drive past that have these patches that are just huge patches of corn that is very small, very frail. It was obviously easily damaged. A lot of these you can see have just toppled over. This is due to wind. We've had a lot of major windstorms in the area, on top of just rain that you would not believe. Record-breaking rainfall and record-breaking cold temperatures in this area for the month of October. Also broke several cold records for the month of October. So the question becomes, really, what was harvested? They say 66% of the United States corn crop had been harvested, but what kind of corn was harvested? I mean, they're telling us 70% fair to good condition, but I'm just not seeing that in these fields that I'm walking through. I'm not seeing 70% at all. So that brings us back to the question of what was harvested. If you remember this particular clip from a video I did a couple of weeks ago, I will try to post a little link up to that video here in the top right corner. You should see it now. This is soy that has been harvested. I have not been able to get a video of this particular field because every time I get here, it's well after dark, and wandering around out there with a flashlight just isn't going to work out. But yeah, this soybean, and we identified that soy, the dark colors and how brown it is, that it is already starting to rot. And this was 2 weeks before it was harvested. And they harvested this field. So I really want to know what's in the cornfield that the cows are eating. I mean, the cows, and I've seen this in multiple fields, that cows are wandering around out in the harvested fields eating something. Are they just eating the leaves and leftover husks and corn stalks, or was the corn just actually cut down instead of harvested and it's still sitting in the field for the cows to eat? There's only one way I can think of to find this out, and is to actually go wandering around out in the middle of the cow pasture. Now, it wouldn't be the first time I've wandered around in cow pastures in the middle of the night with a group of people doing, well, we won't discuss that on YouTube or any other social media platform ever. We'll just, that one will remain a mystery, what I was doing in that. But anyway, moving on. That's just not even the point. I guess final thought I'd like to leave you with is just, if you're an atheist, really, if you're an atheist and you believe in evolution and you believe in science, then you've been told by science, and even Stephen Hawking said that humans are going to be extinct within, what do you say, 50 to 100 years, something like that. And science agrees that there's going to be plague, some kind of plague, super virus that is mutated beyond all hope of any drugs fixing this. And as a video I watched earlier on Full Spectrum Survival said, that we are already 2 million people every year are, infected with some kind of a virus that has mutated beyond the point of any medications being able to do anything about it. I think he said 2 million. I may be wrong on that number. I don't remember exactly. It's getting extremely late and I'm very tired and I should have gone to bed hours ago. But anyway, if you are a Christian, then you've obviously read the book of Revelation. You know that we're expecting pestilence. We're expecting plagues. We are expecting wars, disease, all the nasty things, and these are only the beginnings of the end times signs if you are following, what Jesus actually said. So, and that means we're all still going to suffer through quite a bit, and of course we should be prepared. Be prepared. Get your food storage in order. Get your water supply in order. Make sure you have plenty of spices, herbs, things like that. Flavorings just to help. It really will help. Rice can be kind of bland. My rice tastes better when it's covered in butter. But butter is going to be in short supply very soon. They are already killing off just massive amounts of cows. You can see your beef prices in all the grocery stores dropping dramatically. That will not last. Get it while you can. It's going to be gone soon. I'm guessing by the first of the year, maybe a little beyond that. Then you'll probably see another influx of lower meat prices. Probably around January, February is my guess, because that's really when we hit the hardest freeze, and that's when it's going to be really hard to feed the animals when there's not enough grain. So, you'll probably see a lot more animals go to market. It's a nice way of putting it, when they go to slaughter, I guess. You'll see a lot more animals, being killed off and being fed to us. And that being said, be wary of it when it comes to that point, when you get a couple more months down the road, because we've already seen a lot of recalls on beef and things like that. Be very cautious with any pork products you're getting. Obviously, over 2 million pigs have died in Asian countries, China being the prominent one. And yeah, they are eating what Chinese people eat, including donkey meat. They're snagging, I think it was Kenya, and I did a video on this too. I will try to get the link to it. It'll be up here in the top corner, one of these corners, the top right if you're looking at it. I think that's anyway, it's late and I'm getting tired. Announcement. I do have an announcement to make. I have said it once before. As I approach the 500 subscriber mark, I am going to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. It is being sponsored by an anonymous source who will not be revealed and does not want to be. So we'll leave it at that. The giveaway is going to consist of one of these. This is my just a little emergency kit. This is a pocket-sized emergency kit, Maxpedition. I keep it in one of my cargo pockets. I usually only keep it in my cargo pocket during the winter. During the summer, it stays in my backpack. And I will go through a complete reveal of what the contents is in my particular kit and what contents I intend to put in the one that I'm giving away for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Let's hope we can hit that 500 subscriber mark before Thanksgiving so we can do a Thanksgiving type giveaway. That would be awesome. And that was my announcement for today. I think I had something else to say, but I completely forgot and spaced it. It is literally, I have to be awake in 4 hours and drive a truck all day, 450 miles. So wish me luck on that. Yeah, somebody, I don't know if you can donate sleep to my channel, but if you want to support my channel, figure out a way for me to sleep more. That would be awesome. But hey, enough out of me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I think I've said that a couple times in this video. But yeah, subscribe. Give it the thumbs up, hit the little bell icon, get notified next time I post a video, which should be soon. I'm going to start doing some live videos. Apparently, that's going to be fun, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to shut up now. Everyone have a good day, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching this. Just, enjoy the time while you can. Things are looking grim, and they're getting worse.
All right, guys. So there you have it. That was Grim's first. Okay, so Rhonda, at 11 o'clock p.m. tonight, I'm doing a premiere on my channel. And if you love bacon, you really need to watch that one tonight at 11. It's going to be right here on this channel, 11 p.m. And they're... That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil it, but anybody that loves bacon need to watch this one, all right? So we're going to end. I'm going to give you guys a break. This is our second live in like 2 hours. So thank you for being here. And hey, what's up, Brunelda? Did you just were you just on Grim and you told me you had subscribed? Were you the one that just said that? If so, I appreciate it. Matter of fact, it's still running on my phone. Let me see who said that to me. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you did say you was a sub. Thank you. Thank you for coming over here and hopping on. And what I did on my channel, I just, since Grim was doing his premiere, I aired his premiere on our channel just to give him some extra watch time and give him some more subs. Because why? Because sharing is caring. You see, I tell you guys that all the time, but I also practice it. I'll watch it, but may have to catch it in the morning. That's cool. So remember, everybody, your homework for tomorrow morning's live is to watch. Dadgummit, I should not have. Let me see if it's still in my thing. Yep, there it is right there. Watch The Colony, Season 1, Episode 1. Watch it. And make sure you're ready for question and answers in the ready for your test, your pop quiz in the morning. I'll do a love lentil soup with coconut milk too. Good protein. That sounds good. Sweetums. All right, guys, listen. Thank y'all for being here. I'm gonna go and kiss my wife real quick and spend a little time with her before we premiere at 11. And I will see you guys back here then. All right. And I gotta do something. Gotta send you some love. Y'all be blessed. Take care.